But, my dear Lord Peter, there are only 37 minutes in question. His sister died at 10:37. The General arrived at the club at 10 a.m.
Then why no poppy in his lapel? It was Armistice Day. Everyone else in the club on that morning was wearing a poppy. Everyone. Except gallant old true blue General Fentiman. And there are other interesting matters. Examining the clothing he was wearing on that day, do you know what I found? A small tear in the trousers, a piece of pile from a carpet caught in one of the shoes, and varnish on the shoe itself, which, incidentally, I'm having analysed. You may have to pay. And then, in a blotter in the library at the club, not in the General's rooms, mark you, I found this piece of paper with some figures written on it in a rather shaky hand. Now, I have examined the figures in the General's checkbook.
Yes, it's his writing.
Exactly. Now, we know he went from his sister's sickbed to Dr. Pemberthy. Dr. Pemberthy examined him, found him overexcited, and told him to go home to bed, but he didn't go home to bed. I've advertised to see if we can find a taxi driver who took him to wherever he did go, because from the moment he left Pemberthy until 9 p.m. when the mysterious Mr. Oliver telephoned, we've no idea where he was.
Well, he might have gone straight to Oliver, I suppose.
But he might. But in that case, why not tell his man that he wouldn't be back to dinner?
As for the poppy, if Oliver had driven him straight to the club, then he wouldn't
have been able to buy one. Oh, I absolutely agree. Very obliging fellow, you know, is our Mr. Oliver. He meets old Fentiman accidentally. It's not clear how. And then he takes him back, so it would appear, to spend the night at Harrow, Croydon, Wimbledon, Hampton Wick. We don't know where. Then he drives him to his club in the morning, just in time for the old boy to die peacefully of a heart attack in his most comfortable armchair by the fire.
What are you suggesting, Lord Peter?
What I said before. I strongly advise your clients to settle.
No, but she won't settle. The Dorland woman won't settle.
Then I suggest that we find Mr. Oliver. And one way of doing that, oddly enough, may be through Miss Anne Dorland, because unless she knows something, it is very hard to understand why she is so absolutely determined not to agree to a settlement.
Why should I see him?
No reason, Miss Dorland, unless you want to see him.
Well, I shan't see him. Mason, tell Lord Peter Wimsey I don't want to see him. I'm not at home.
Very good, miss.
Wait. He won't think it odd.
Ungracious, perhaps?
Well, what's graciousness got to do with it? This is 1922. I don't have to be gracious.
He is a gentleman, not a person. Even in 1922, there are forms of politeness.
All right, you do it. You're my solicitor. That's your business, isn't it?
My dear Miss Dorland, if you could contrive not to be quite so liberated, at least until you have the money. Oh, very well. I'll write a note. Presenting your compliments and regretting that you're not able to grant him an interview.
Well, I don't see that that's any more polite than not at home.
If Lord Peter has come to visit as the representative of Major Robert and Captain George Fentiman...
You know he has.
Miss Dorland requests that he will address himself to Mr. Pritchard, solicitor of Lincoln's Inn, who acts on her behalf.
Anyway, why should you see him? He's not a policeman. Nobody has to see him.
Oh, I think somebody ought to see him. It wouldn't do for him to imagine that there was anything wrong.
I tell you, there's some bloody little man keeps following me all the time.
Does he? Now, why should he do that?
How should I know? He's just there, that's all. Every time I look.
Is he? Well, it's a bit inconvenient. Don't want that kind of thing.
You don't believe me, Robert, just say so.
Of course I believe you. Why shouldn't I believe you?
And stop humouring me.
More coffee, Robert.
Oh, thanks, Peter. Oh, sorry.
I may get a little nervous from time to time, but I'm not quite off my rocker, you know. If I tell you someone's following me, then someone is following me.
Sugar?
No, thank you, Peter.
Will you, for God's sake, stop behaving as if I weren't here?
Of course you're here, George. Not about that. You have some more coffee. It's very good.
Treat me like a child, both of you.
No, sir.
If you will go on talking about little green men following you about.
I didn't say green and I didn't say men. one man, Robert, following me.
Where?
I've been looking for a job. Again. Place in Great Portland Street, been advertising. Selling cars. Sheila hasn't been well.
Look, if you're really stony broke, we could get an advance from Merbles. They can't have you making yourself ill, my dear.
George exaggerates.
I do not exaggerate!
Steady on.
I'm sorry, but I do not exaggerate. Sheila has been ill. You've been having headaches, haven't you?
I'm not the only one in this family who has headaches.
George thinks this man is following him, and it upsets him.
I know this man is following me. He was at the table behind me in the ABC when I had lunch. He was there at the showrooms pretending to look at a Bentley. A Bentley. The man wears paper collars. He's hardly respectable. He has tortoiseshell glasses, Robert, and a small clipped moustache, and a very blue chin. And every time I look at him, he turns away.
Well, it's about this Fentiman business. We're not alone.
I prefer my clerk to be present at an interview of this sort.
Of what sort? My move, eh? But you'll have to wait for it. Do you mind if I smoke? Would you have one yourself?
Thank you, no. I never smoke in business hours.
Very proper. Much more impressive. Puts the wind up the clients, what? Thank you. So, your client won't see us.
Can you think of any reason why she should?
Establish the truth, perhaps. Next to the good and the beautiful, the truth is always said to be a proper object of service. You've been making a few inquiries of your own, I believe. Useful to pool our information, wouldn't you say?
No. I shouldn't say that.
Well, I just thought I'd let you know it's liable to be a close-ish thing. Very difficult to say to a minute or say, don't you know, exactly when the old man died. Could turn out one way, could turn out the other. Could turn out to be absolutely baffling and all that. You get me?
Indeed.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So don't you think it'd be rather a good idea if the parties concerned could be persuaded to come to terms, split the doings, share the proceeds? £500,000 is a goodish sum of money after all. Quite enough for 3 people to share and all live on in a quiet way. And it would save so much trouble in, well, lawyers' fees and things. You don't agree? Well, now, I wonder why.
Perhaps because I've been expecting such a suggestion.
Well, exactly, it's common sense. Mr. Merbles has already suggested something of the sort, I believe.
Yes, he has. And the reiteration of his proposal by you, Lord Peter, leads me to believe that we are right to refuse it. You will excuse me, I hope, if I inform you that you're doing so after having been employed to investigate the facts in the interests of the other party might be thought to have a highly undesirable construction.
What an acid man you are, Mr. Pritchard. No reverence, no faith. Do lawyers ever go to heaven? But you will excuse me, I hope, if I inform you that I am not employed by anyone. I have been asked to ascertain the facts. I do it for friendship. As it happens, the facts are rather difficult to ascertain. But friendship knows no bounds. However, I have learnt one important thing from you today. I'm obliged to you for your service. Good day to you.
Good day to you, Lord Peter.
Oh, by the way, have you heard anything of Mr. Oliver recently?
I don't think I quite understand you.
There are times, Mr. Pritchard, when I hardly understand myself. Toodaloo.
You'd better get me Miss Dorland on the telephone.
Oliver? He clearly thought it important. Thank you. Goodbye. Langham 0929, please. Thank you. Hello, it's Anne. Yes, I know, but I can telephone, can't I? It doesn't do any harm to speak to you on the phone. But, Walter, I get so lonely.
They'd sawn the body up, rather perfunctorily. 6 pieces in all, head, arms, legs, trunk. Wrapped it in the Northern Echo and dispatched it Sheffield to Euston in a crate labelled York ham. Well, he was an actor.
Unkind joke.
And a very silly one. Yes, it all points to someone in the same profession.
Yeah, now, wait a moment. You said that they'd sawn him up.
Well, I'm fairly sure it was they. Thank you. In fact, I'm fairly sure which they it was. But proving it may be a bit more difficult. It's been running me off my feet recently, I don't mind telling you.
Then I'm in your debt, old Parker Bird.
For what?
Pestering you to trace a telephone call when you're so busy.
Oh. Well, Scotland Yard does have its uses. Let's see. It was 9:13, in fact, not 9 p.m., from Charing Cross Station.
Damn.
One of those public boxes.
Unfortunately, public boxes are disastrously private. If he'd telephoned from an hotel or a public house, we might have found someone who'd recognize him. Still, it's something. I'm uncommonly grateful to you, Charles.
You're disappointed?
Oh, not unduly. A little miffed. It would have made matters too easy if our Mr. Oliver had been telephoning from a villa in Surbiton.
Is this anything in my line of country?
Well, I'm not sure. Yet.
Explain.
Well, it's not criminal. Not yet. I have been asked to find out when a man died of natural causes. But it's beginning to look more interesting every day.
This is Mr. Hinkins, a taxi driver.
Well, I'm glad to meet you, Mr. Hinkins.
To do with your advert,
He appears to have collected the General from Dr. Penberthy's rooms.
Ah, splendid, splendid, splendid.
Yes, that's right, sir. A very old gentleman he was. Took my taxi at approximately 5:30 at 43 Harley Street. I remember the day very well. It remains in my memory, being as it was precisely the day before Armistice Day, November the 10th it was, and shortly afterwards my magneto commenced to give trouble. The consequence being that I lost the use of my cab on Armistice Day itself, which was a considerable loss, Armistice Day being not merely a sad occasion, but a good day for us.
Well, naturally, naturally. Go, well, sit down, sit down, sit down. And you then drove him to?
Not where he asked.
No?
Well, eventually, of course, I did set him down at the destination, but it was not where he asked to go at first. 27 Dover Street, he said.
He was going home then?
He never went. Just as we was coming out into Cavendish Square, he sees this gentleman passing on the pavement. Stop, he says. Halt, and commences waving his hand. The upshot being that the gentleman joins him in the cab, whereupon drive round Regent's Park, says the old gentleman. Round and round till I tell you to stop.
Describe this other gentleman.
Tallish, sir. Fairish. 30-ish as to age.
Suit?
Greyish.
Overcoat?
Darkish. And he had this butler-coloured moustache. Good quality New Zealand. George.
What?
George, his name. Because after we'd gone twice round the park, with me driving particularly careful so as not to interrupt the conversation, put me down at Gloucester Gate, says the younger gentleman, and when I does so, the old gentleman calls out after him, "Goodbye, George, bear in mind what I've said."
Then where did you take him, if not back to his flat in Dover Street?
Bellona Club, sir, Piccadilly.
The time?
I'm getting on for 6:30.
Thank you, Mr. Hinkins. You have been most helpful.
Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Mr.
There you are. Oh, thank you, sir. Did the old gentleman seem at all upset when speaking to this George?
No, sir, I wouldn't say that. Not agitated, sir, by no means.
Thank you, Mr. Hinkins.
This way.
Sharpish, you might say sharpish, sharp in his manner. What you might call telling him off, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Hinkins.
The Bellona Club.
Well, we've learnt one thing at any rate. You remember that piece of paper I showed you with some figures written on it?
In General Fentiman's writing, yes, sir. You found it concealed in the blotter...
Not concealed. No, I never said concealed. I found it in the library at the Bellona Club, tucked away in a blotter. As if...
As if what?
Well, as if someone hadn't finished with it. R, 150,000. G, 300,000. And then some smaller amounts with initials. Lady Dormer had told him that afternoon about her will.
He was trying to decide how to dispose of the money.
He knew that she was dying, but he didn't know that he was.
So he must have met Mr. Oliver at the club.
Accidentally, because he didn't intend to. He had no intention of going to the Bellona Club when he left Embassy. And yet Oliver ain't a member. Not by that name, at any rate. Interesting.
George. It must have been George.
What, tallish, butter-coloured? Oh, it's clearly George.
He hasn't mentioned it.
The taxi ride? No. No, that's interesting, too.
Hello, Marjorie. I've been walking about.
My dear, I see you have.
I thought I'd look in.
But of course. What a lovely surprise. I was saying the other day to one of the crowd, I
shouldn't think they remembered who I was.
I was saying we hadn't seen you lately. You haven't been to any of the, places. You weren't at Naomi's party.
She's taken up glands, you know.
I've been staying in.
Working? How lovely. I'll make some tea.
I didn't come to be fed. I just wanted to talk to someone.
Oh.
I've not been working.
Oh?
I've been reading detective stories.
Oh.
I don't know why I came. For company. I get tired of being alone. It's not as if we were friends. I was nearby, you see. I saw the boat.
Dear Anne, do sit down now you have come. You really don't need a reason for dropping in, you know that.
Marjorie Phelps, amateur potter, that's me. I loathe working and I love interruptions.
Yes.
Is it your aunt's death? I didn't know you were close.
We weren't. It isn't.
Ah.
Do you remember that time I got involved with...
Ambrose?
Everyone in the crowd had to be involved with him sooner or later. I didn't know that at the time. I was an easy conquest, very ignorant.
Innocent.
Ambrose said I didn't know my way around. Everyone knew about him, he said, and not knowing was my fault. Anyway, he'd given me pleasure, he said, so I ought to be grateful to him instead of nagging at him.
Yes, I remember.
You were kind to me then. I remember coming to you and crying a lot.
Oh, my dear. Everyone in our set comes to me and cries a lot. I wasn't particularly kind.
I thought so. Because I'm not really in your set. Not really one of the crowd.
It's happened again, then? Not with Ambrose.
Oh, no, that's well over. And you couldn't exactly say it had happened again. I mean, I haven't been given pleasure. Or not in that sense. Who's that?
Oh, it's a friend of mine. A sort of friend. He's a lord, as a matter of fact, though you couldn't call him grand. I made it as a present. Peter Wimsey.
A friend?
You could call it a rather on and off arrangement. And, my dear, there's pleasure.
I'm sorry I interrupted you. I won't stay for tea.
Anne.
Mr. Oliver, my lord. No, my lord.
You seem very certain.
Oh, I am, my lord. I have consulted our reservation list over the last 6 months and questioned the staff.
You amaze me.
Oh, my lord.
What's all this about?
Oh, mysterious Mr. Oliver, who's been said to lunch here.
Oliver?
But not recently, it seems.
You know, I only get 90 minutes for lunch. Barbarous arrangement, isn't it?
Don't tell me you're regretting your new job already. Captain Fentiman will have the muscles and social eye.
Mull.
Someone else has been making inquiries about Mr. Oliver, I take it?
Major Robert Fentiman, my lord.
Robert?
Described him, did he?
An old gentleman, my lord, with grey hair and spectacles.
Well, exact as far as it goes, but not particularly helpful. If he'd been lunching here under an assumed name, you would have had a bit of difficulty tracking him down, what?
And to follow les moules, my lord.
Oh, something simple. Share a Chateaubriand, George.
Yes, delighted.
Rare?
Thank you.
With a green salad. And a bottle of Chablis, Veillon 21 with the mussels, Chateau Margaux with the steak.
Excellent. Merci, my lord. Monsieur.
By Jove, Peter, you do a fellow well.
When I want some information, yes.
What information?
What did your grandfather have to say to you in the taxi on the afternoon of November the 10th, driving around Regent's Park?
Out to lunch, sir. Well, his lordship usually does lunch at about this hour. No, sir. There's a small matter engaging my attention in the dark room, but there's nothing to spoil. I will get a pencil, sir, and write this down carefully, as you suggest. Yes, sir.
Oh, all about the purity and courage of a good woman and how he'd cut me out of his will if I didn't reform my domestic behavior. Silly old man. Anyone would think I was carrying on with another woman. I know I row with Sheila sometimes, but I don't mean half I say. I'm very fond of her, really. I bought her some flowers this morning, freesias. I thought they looked rather jolly. I've got them back at the showrooms.
And cut you out of his will? Did he say that in the taxi?
Shouldn't he? You meant it.
But he knew about the money Lady Dormer was leaving him.
Well, if he did, he didn't say so.
Never mentioned it?
No, not a word. Don't imagine he knew about it.
Oh, he knew. Yes, I'm pretty sure he knew.
Did he? That probably explains it then. I thought he was just being pompous. No, if he knew he had $500,000 to leave, no wonder he kept on rubbing it in. About how I didn't appreciate a good woman's love, how I ought to cherish her. What good would cherishing be to a woman like Sheila? She'd think I was sickening for something.
I'm surprised he didn't mention it.
I'm not. I should think he was turning over in his mind whether it wouldn't do better to leave my share to Sheila. Just as well he popped off when he did. I'd have cut me off with a shilling.
You've got soup on your moustache.
Major Robert Fentiman, my lord, in a state of high excitement.
Yes?
It appears that he'd seen Mr. Oliver at Charing Cross.
Charing Cross?
The station.
Well, there seems to be a haunt of Mr. Oliver's.
Major Fentiman was in the process of returning home to Richmond via Waterloo Junction when he observed Mr. Oliver at the barrier. He tore after him, my lord, but some people got in the way, and Mr. Oliver bolted.
Bolted?
Bolted onto a train to Gravesend.
Well, that hardly seems the action of an innocent man.
And Major Fentiman was left on the platform cursing.
The mind boggles.
However, he abandoned his journey to Richmond and took the next train in the same direction, hoping to spot Mr. Oliver on some platform. In this, he failed.
Gravesend? I mean, he could be anywhere. New Cross, Blackheath.
Even Peckham, my lord.
I think the best thing that we can do, Bunter, is to put Major Fentiman to work. There's very little to do in the regular army these days. He ought to be able to find time. We shall send him to Charing Cross, Bunter, and there he shall watch out for Mr. Oliver. And we must have someone else there to help him to follow Mr. Oliver when Major Fentiman points him out. What do you think about that?
Not,
Oh, no, not you, old lad. You're far too valuable where you are. Some professional Johnny, a private detective. It'll make a change from divorce. Hire me somebody.
Very good, my lord.
I don't often prophesy, Bunter, but I intend to do so now.
Indeed, my lord.
My crystal ball, Bunter. I see Mr. Oliver. I see him taking a journey in which he will cross water. I see trouble, Bunter. I see the ace of spades upside down.
Oh, thank you. That's all right. Ah,
I must say I feel like a fool.
Oh, I don't know, sir. You get used to it.
What? I don't think we shall find him. I'm sure we shan't.
You never know your luck.
Yeah, I shall tell Wimsey so as well. It's a waste of time and money. You're not complaining, of course. You're getting paid for it.
That's right, sir.
At least we could wait at the times he's most likely to be here. Go to the office in the morning, getting home in the evening. Say, an hour at 10, an hour at 5. As it is, I'm not getting any lunch and the army's going to pot.
I understood Mr. Oliver retired, sir, from business life.
What? Oh, that's right, yes. These things must be 5 years old at least. The whole thing's a wild goose chase. Haven't you hoped to spot a fellow on Charing Cross Station?
As I understand it, sir, you already have.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh.
Charing Cross, my lord, the detective.
Oh, thank you, Gunter.
Hello? Am I speaking to his lordship in person? Very good, my lord. One likes to be certain. I have to report, my lord, that Major Fentiman is in full cry.
Your metaphor, I take it, is drawn from the hounds. Whither?
Whither, my lord?
Whither, O lad? Whither away?
Oh, Southampton, my lord. I'll make my report in due form, my lord, if I may. Being obliged, by the purposes of nature, to leave Major Fentiman alone for 12 minutes, 30 seconds precisely, in the waiting room at Charing Cross Station.
Left alone for the purposes of nature.
As instructed, my lord, his purposes of nature have been more frequent than is natural.
Excellent, Bunter. I'm so sorry. Do go on.
Oh, thank you, my grace. Lord. I was then handed a note by the ticket collector. Major Fentiman informed me that he'd observed Mr. Oliver entering a taxi and he was following in another taxi. At the end of 20 minutes, I received a further message by telephone from Waterloo to the effect that Mr. Oliver had boarded the Southampton train.
And Major Fentiman?
Was following, my lord.
And our second man?
Following Major Fentiman, my lord.
Stout fella. Thank you, you've done well. Keep it up. Southampton, Bunter.
A journey across water, my lord.
The crystal never lies, Bunter.
Oh, excuse me, sir. We're just running into Southampton docks. You've got me luggage.
No, I haven't, no.
Allow me another.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid you have to get out down the corridor. Porter.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Mr. Oliver, I think.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, just a minute. Excuse me, my lord.
Just a minute, sir.
Excuse me, madam.
I said, excuse me.
Yes, I heard you. You clearly made a mistake. Porter.
My name is Fentiman. You knew my grandfather, General Fentiman.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Haven't seen a small boy in a green school cap.
I'm sorry, no.
Look, what I want to know is where my grandfather spent the night of November the 10th.
He was wearing a luggage label with his name on it.
Madam, I'm sorry. Sir, excuse me. Porter.
Now, wait a minute, sir. I haven't finished. Excuse me, madam. Sorry.
Porter.
Do. Forgive me, please. Mash bastard. Sir! You are Oliver. I am Fentiman.
I am not Oliver. I do not know who Oliver is, I do not know who you are, and I do not desire to know. I have a great deal of luggage in the van, and I wish to find a porter. I said excuse me.
Now look here. Don't think that you can get away.
Take your hand from my arm.
Not until you give me a proper answer to my question, damn it. I didn't follow you all the way to Southampton to be shrugged off like some damn beggar in the street.
Help! Help! This man's assaulting me. Help! Porter! Guard! Help! Help! This man's assaulting me. Help! Help!
He was wearing a luggage label with his name on it.
What is all this?
In the end, he showed me his passport.
Mr. Postlethwaite, I understand, lived in Kew. Say when?
When? Now, I must say I felt a fool. Yeah, but he was Oliver. I could have sworn it.
Oh, I believe you.
What?
And don't you see, if it were Oliver, and he were going off like that abroad with a forged passport, he must have had something pretty important to hide.
Good God, you don't think there's anything funny about Grandfather's death?
Oh, there must be something pretty funny about Mr. Oliver, when you bear in mind that he disappeared from Gatties almost immediately after your grandfather's death, and now he seems hell-bent on leaving the country.
Yeah, but hang it all, what could he have to do with the old man's death?
Well, I don't know, but I think we ought to try and find out.
How?
Apply for an exhumation order.
Dig him up? It's a bit disrespectful, isn't it?
Well, he is dead, Fentiman, and there was no post-mortem, you know.
Oh, Pemberley gave a certificate.
Because at that time there was no reason to suspect that there was anything wrong.
Well, there isn't now.
Well, there are some peculiar circumstances, to say the least.
Peculiar?
The contents of the viscera might give us a clue as to when he died.
You mean you can tell when a fella died by looking into his tummy?
Not exactly, of course, but one might get an idea. For instance, if we discovered that he'd only that moment swallowed his brekker, it would show that he died not long after arriving at the club.
I don't like it, Wimsey. Why can't we come to some settlement?
Because Anne Dorland won't settle. For some reason. I shall ask Merbles to suggest an exhumation to her solicitors. If she's an honest woman, she'll support our application. If not...
Yeah, but they can't dig him up without my permission.
Well, if you're an honest man, you'll give it. You've nothing to conceal, I suppose?
What? Oh, no, of course not, no.
They already suspect us of some sort of dirty work. Your brother's been followed around by someone I suspect of being Pritchard's clerk. They've been making inquiries at the club. They're looking for something, but they don't as yet know what it is. And that is why they won't settle. Now then, do you want to get at the facts, or are you just out to collar the cash by hook or by crook? You may as well tell me quite frankly which it is.
Well, of course I want the facts.
Then come and sit down, and I'll dictate the letter of application for you to the Home Office. After all your experience during the war, you oughtn't to be so sensitive about corpses. You and I have seen many things far less seemly than a nice, quiet little resurrection in a respectable cemetery.
An exhumation? We understand so. On what grounds? We wonder, Dr. Penberthy, if you could think of any. We've been making inquiries ourselves, without any conspicuous success.
It was very embarrassing. I signed the death certificate. There was no reason to think that it was anything other than heart failure. His heart was very weak.
Embarrassing?
It's always embarrassing when one has positively stated the cause of death and somebody wants to dig the body up again.
This Mr. Oliver seems a very elusive gentleman.
Ain't he, though? Like the Cheshire Cat. Would it altogether surprise you to learn that when I made a few discreet inquiries at Gatties, I discovered that nobody had the slightest recollection of him?
Nobody?
Nobody. Except Major Fentiman.
You intimate that this Mr. Oliver has no real existence?
That's right.
But what exactly has Major Fentiman been doing? This is a very distressing business, Lord Peter.
Well, I knew something odd had happened the moment that I pulled the Morning Post out of the General's hands so easily.
Eh? Well, you see, if he'd died clutching it, rigor mortis would have made the fingers so stiff, you wouldn't have been able to take it out of his hands.
And then there was the knee joint.
Don't follow you.
Well, it was loose. You see, if during the period of rigor mortis you loosen one of the joints by force, it remains loose, it don't stiffen up again. Which is why, in a hospital, if the nurses carelessly let a patient die and stiffen with his knees up, they call on the largest and fattest member of the staff to sit on the corpse's knees and break the joint loose again. It was obvious from the start that the corpse had been tampered with.
Did Dr. Penberthy know?
Well, of course, but he wasn't going to make an indiscreet fuss about it. That don't pay for a doctor. He had no doubt about the cause of death.
You might have let me know.
I warned you not to stir up mud.
So you think General Fentiman spent the night at the club?
Yes.
Dead?
Yes. Robert Fentiman spent that night at the club, too.
Good God.
Well, it's a pretty theory, Peter, but where was the body? I mean, it would have been a little noticeable lying about.
In Robert's bedroom?
Oh, I doubt it. The staircase was in full view of the hall. It would have been too risky carrying the body up it. I think the General's hat and coat might have spent the night in Robert's bedroom, but that's about all.
Well, where then?
Telephone cabinet. You remember that there'd been some complaints about it being labelled out of order?
But think of the risk.
Well, there was no risk. If anybody had opened the door despite the notice, there was old General Fentiman who'd gone in and died of fury at not being able to get his number. I've been back there, as a matter of fact, since, and I've had a look at the telephone box.
I thought you were looking rather pleased with yourself. Shall I tell you what you found?
Oh, pray do tell me.
A seat inside the cabinet, because the body was found in a sitting position.
Quite right.
And a scratch, perhaps, on the paintwork where the foot had rested and stiffened in that position.
Very good. I told you I was having the varnish from the shoe analysed. Anything else, Charles?
Carpet, perhaps, matching something else from the shoe.
Right again. And a projecting nail in the exact right position to cause a small tear in the dead man's trousers.
Yeah, I'm at Newhaven. I haven't got much time. The boat's leaving soon.
Well, his lordship is dining with guests. Of course, I could summon him.
Yeah, don't bother. Just tell him I'm on the trail, Bunter.
The trail?
Yeah, we found him. Oliver.
One final question, gentlemen. How did Robert Fentiman get his grandfather's body out of the telephone cabinet and into the armchair by the fire when the club was full of members?
Yes, of course. How very ingenious. Very good, Peter.
Am I not to be told?
But Armistice Day. 2 minutes silence.
They'd all have been out on the balcony, standing more or less to attention.
What a terrible thing. What an abominable action at a time of national mourning.
When I got back to Charing Cross, he wasn't there. But this detective, Johnny, he'd left me this message saying he'd found definite traces of Oliver and was following him to Paris. Asked me to come on afterwards to make the identification, so of course I'm going. Now, just tell his lordship what's happened and I'll cable from Paris.
I will inform his lordship, of course.
But you must admit, Mervyn's coming from a military man.
Oh, decidedly ingenious, yes. I think that would also...
It's against the law, too.
Precisely.
The galactic name, John.
But Mr. Oliver doesn't exist. You just told us that.
I've taken the liberty of phoning the detective agency, my lord, and they confirm the truth of Major Fentiman's story.
Oh, there's an ingenious theory gone whistling down the wind.
Well, not necessarily, Peter. It fits the facts. It just means that Mr. Oliver is now your villain and not Robert Fentiman.
Well, we must stop the exhumation.
Why?
Now we know when the General died. Hardly seems any point in disturbing his remains.
Well, unfortunately, Robert signed the application, so you would have to get Robert to stop it. And you heard what Bunter said. Robert has gone to Paris. So we can't stop it.
Peter, you are up to something.
I'm afraid it can't be stopped. Apparently, Major Robert Fentiman can't be reached. He's abroad. I don't understand.
But have you told him I've changed my mind? I'm prepared to settle.
It doesn't make any difference, Miss Dorland. They'll dig the old man up in any case.
Who's he? Oh, another lamp. Home office, Johnny. I really don't see the point of all this.
cheer up. At least it ain't raining.
How long do you say you've been buried? 3 weeks? 4? Doesn't look it. Would you wait outside? Now, where did I put my... yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
I think I'll go and have a smoke. I'll wait for you outside.
Yes, of course.
Heart trouble, I think you said? Well, I don't see any unusual appearance. You?
No.
I think we'd better secure the stomach as it stands.
We ought to be able to get a pretty good idea of what you want to know. Decomposition is very little advanced.
Pass me that, will you, Mr. That? Thank you.
I don't think you need me here any longer, Myrtles.
My dear fellow, this is not a social occasion. We're here as witnesses.
But my clients agreed to settle.
Rather too late, I fear. You sign this one.
By the way, I've been wanting to ask you, did you discover any explanation of that leg business?
I did have an idea about it.
You think the body was interfered with?
Yes. And so do you.
Penworthy? Oh, whatever your name is.
Excuse me.
Better have a look at the brain while we're about it, Doctor. Then we shall need your help. Right, over.
All over? Nearly.
They found anything?
They don't start looking till they get everything back to the laboratory.
I don't like it. Well, I suppose it had to be done.
What's that? Somebody sneezing, I think. There are always people in graveyards, whatever the time of night. Shall I tell you something very interesting, George? Anne Dorland is prepared to settle. Don't you find that interesting? Oliver Twist.
That's right.
The gilt lettering caught the light. He looked up from his grandfather's body and saw it. He had to invent a name, someone for the old man to have spent the night with. He thought of Oliver.
Now, I may not be an intellectual chap, it's all the go to sneer at the regular army these days. I always said you can learn a lot from books.
But Mr. Oliver must exist. He's had you chasing all over Europe.
Yes, that's right. Paris to Rome, Rome to Vienna, on to Berlin. There's a hell of a place. And Oliver and the detective always just in front of me. I didn't know what was going on.
No, that was my Mr. Oliver.
Eh?
He don't exist either. Well, I thought it was time that someone else was led up the garden. I was paying the detective after all.
Yeah, but why?
I wanted you out of the country in case you changed your mind about the exhumation.
Oh, joke on me. Damn good, Wimsey.
You don't deny that you invented this, Mr. Oliver, in the first place?
I don't deny anything.
Oh, I would deny something.
I saw the old man that night, in here, sitting in this chair. He told me then about the money. He said he was worried about poor old George. I tried to persuade him, but George was a good sort of fellow, really, but he more or less threw me out. Said he wanted to work on some figures, wanted peace and quiet. When I came back an hour later, he was dead. Good God, I thought, what rotten luck for a fellow. I didn't see why that damn Dorland woman should get the lot. So I popped him in the telephone cabinet.
Telephone cabinet?
Yeah. This one, out here. I brought him out again in the morning and nobody noticed a thing. It was a damn good stunt while it lasted.
Fraud is a penal offence. You could go to prison, man, and you should.
Oh, don't be silly, Murbles. You're my solicitor. It's your job to keep me out.
Anyway, there are more serious penal offences than fraud.
What?
Such as murder, for instance. I've had an advance copy of the post-mortem report. Your grandfather was poisoned.
Poisoned? But Pemberton gave a certificate. Heart failure.
General Fentiman's heart was weak, notoriously.
Yes, one can't blame Pemberton. The poison used was digitalis. It slows down the heart's actions. The symptoms of a heart attack would have been there. However, it alters Fentiman's position.
Yes.
How?
You ain't a suspect.
What?
Well, it was in your interest to keep the old man alive, not to kill him.
So we must ask ourselves in whose interest it was that the General should die before his sister.
I knew there was something rotten about that damn Dorland woman.
Damned? Well, one can't be sure about that.
It's a possibility.
The Sheik of Araby, I give my heart to thee. At night when you're asleep, into your tent I come.
What do you know
Yes?
about Anne Dorland?
She's unhappy.
Yes?
And I don't think she cares for you. I didn't know she knew you.
Well, she knows of me, and she don't care very much for that, I imagine. What do you know of her?
She's lonely, upset, probably in love. Not with you, obviously, if she only knows all.
Certainly not with me. In love?
Well, she's been in love once before, sort of in love. It turned out rather badly.
Being in love usually does.
Does it?
Consequently, I am rather careful to avoid it.
You sounded for a moment as if you hadn't always avoided it, Peter.
Tell me some more about Anne Dorland.
Perhaps you should meet her.
Well, I want to, but she won't meet me.
Well, she'll probably be at the Rushworths on Friday. I'll take you. They're giving some sort of do. Sounds rather odd, I must say. More like a private view than just a party, except that it's glands.
What, somebody been sculpted in glands? Peter. All right, painting them then.
No, my dear, they're really glands.
In bottles? I say, I shall certainly come. Sounds just my sort of thing.
Someone talking about
I
glands.
beg
A
your
sort of
pardon.
lecture. But it's new. It's the latest thing. The Rushworths are frightfully keen on the latest thing. So, there'll be lots to eat, and almost certainly champagne, and consequently all the crowd are bound to be there. There's another one of those in the cupboard for your mother, by the way. I thought she might like it.
She will. How kind you are to me, Marjorie. I should come here much more often.
Instead of just when you want some information, do you mean? Yes, you should.
So Anne Dorland has been in love before.
About a year ago. It's long over. One of the crowd who particularly enjoyed what he called awakening people. She took him seriously. Whoever it is she's pining for now, it's nothing to do with that.
Men have died from time to time, and the worms have eaten them. but not for love.
What?
Shakespeare. You may be right, she's pining. You may be wrong. It's not for love.
What, then?
Remorse? Who is this glammed man, anyway?
Oh, Peter, you know I am with names. There's a card over there somewhere. What sort of remorse? She wasn't particularly fond of her aunt, if that's what you mean.
You don't have to feel fond of someone to feel remorse when they die. I say, how very odd.
You do jump about.
Well, the glam man, Dr. Pemberthy, I know him.
Yes?
I thought it was hearts he was interested in, not glams.
Peter, that's obvious. It's the same thing. If you keep people young with monkey glands, they're not going to die of heart failure. Sometimes I think you're not half as clever as you make out.
Not half as clever. What shall we do next?
There's no doubt it's murder.
What's that to do with me?
I am your solicitor, Miss Dorland. I thought you should know. I imagine the police may wish to,
Yes?
question you, to ask you questions.
What sort of questions?
General Fentiman seems to have been poisoned. To have died at some time during the evening of November the 10th.
Yes?
He was here that afternoon. Well, not here, of course, but in the house. He came to the house.
They think I killed him. You're trying to tell me that?
They have to investigate the circumstances.
Well, what circumstances? He came here to see my aunt, his sister. He saw her, they talked. He left. What circumstances?
Did he, for instance, have anything to eat or drink while he was here? They would want to know.
They do think I killed him.
They must think you have a motive. Because the General died before his sister. Yet when he saw her here, she was already dying, and he, though old, wasn't even ill, Miss Dorland. And you.
Inherits £600,000 because he died before her, yes.
The police are a mercenary class of person. Money is a strong motive in their eyes.
And in yours, I think, Mr. Pritchard. Yes, it was convenient for me that he died.
And then?
Oh, there's more?
You were so very certain, you see, so very determined not to come to a settlement. Your instructions to me were so very precise. As if you knew already when the General died, and that you were bound to inherit inside information. And the police, you see, will wonder why you were so certain.
I almost live in this place now. I hardly ever go into the rest of the house.
One is bound to wonder why she was so certain.
And I am bound to wonder why you were so certain. Now that I'm on this case officially, Peter, you will be my first suspect. You've acted all the way along as if you knew it was murder. Why?
He was too neat, Charles. Aristotle says...
Oh, Lord. Why do I ask these questions?
Aristotle says we should always prefer the probable impossible to the improbable possible. Now, it was possible that the General should have died off in that neat way at the most confusing moment, but it wasn't very probable. So that, although we were told that his death was due to natural causes, it just seemed to me that it might have been stage managed a bit.
A bit?
Well, quite a lot, as it happens. There was all that Oliver business, and then the hiding of the body and so on. But when we cleared that out of the way, we were left with a curiously convenient death. And I don't believe death is convenient, Charles, not usually. And then there was the Dorland woman and her solicitor, who was so dead against agreeing to a settlement, they must have known something.
Well, they weren't against the settlement when they heard you were going to dig the body.
Okay, exactly.
All right, then. Let's make a list. Now, Robert Fentiman found the old man dead at approximately 9 p.m. But at 3:30 that afternoon, when he went round to see his sister, he seemed as right as rain. So, poison administered, therefore, sometime between 3:30 and 9 p.m.
Now, too quick, Charles. The poison would have been taken between those times, but it could have been given to him earlier. I mean, suppose someone dropped a poison pill into his bottle of soda mints or whatever he used to take.
Peter, there are a lot of soda mints in a bottle. He might have died weeks later. It's not very precise. However, by all means, let us not be too quick. Now, if he did take something like that at all regularly, who would have had the opportunity to drop the pill in?
Well, there was his doctor or his manservant.
Motive?
Well, his doctor's Pemberthy. I can't think of a motive for him. His manservant stands to inherit something small. He seemed rather a pleasant old Johnny to me. However, you must certainly write him down as a suspect. Sinister manservants are all the go. If you read detective stories, it's always the butler who did it.
Dr. Penberthy. Opportunity, yes. Motive, no. Motive and opportunity, sinister manservant. Now, let's get on to someone more likely. Anne Dorland. Motive, yes, enormous. Opportunity, yes. The old man was round in that house that afternoon.
You're rushing, Charles, rushing.
But it's we professionals, you know. We like to get on with it.
And we amateurs, you know, we like to take our time. How did Anne Dorland get hold of digitalis?
Well, some proprietary medicines contain it.
Usually in combination with nux vomica, which is supposed to be an antidote.
Peter, if the two things cancelled each other out entirely, there wouldn't be much point in taking the medicine at all. But I think we can ask Dr. Penberthy about the effects and availability of digitalis.
Second point, why should Anne Dorland have provided herself with digitalis if she had no reason to know in advance that the General was going round there that afternoon? Or any afternoon, for that matter, seeing he and his sister hadn't been on speaking terms for years.
Point taken. But Lady Dormer was dying. What medicines were already in the house and to hand? So Anne Dorland had motive and opportunity. I'm going to put down means, query. I suppose Lady Dormer's servants had opportunity. I mean, if they were in collusion. There might have been a particularly good-looking footman or something. Oh. Who else have we got?
Robert.
Who is the one person we can definitely cross off?
What?
Peter, we've already decided he had everything to lose by his grandfather dying first. Look at the pains he took to cover up the death.
Exactly. He's the most unlikely person. Sherlock Holmes would have suspected him at once. Write him down. Means, query, motive unlikely, opportunity excellent.
What?
Well, by his own admission, he was the last person to see the old man alive. Supposing he'd had a row with him, killed him, and then discovered afterwards about the legacy.
Peter, you are absolutely scintillating with good plots today.
Thank you, Charles.
And what about George?
Yes.
You've got a weakness about George, haven't you?
Yes, I like old George. He's an awful pig in some ways, but one understands the ways. One even shares them.
Yes, well, I don't know George, so I'm going to firmly put him down. Opportunity, yes. That ride around Regent's Park in a taxi. Means...
Query.
Yes, query. Motive, weak.
No, strong.
Hmm?
Well, he may not have stood to benefit from Lady Dormer's will, but he did know that his grandfather was leaving him £2,000, and he needed the money badly. Damn!
Too soft-hearted, you amateurs.
Yes, it's a fault.
Well, I gave him digitalis. Will that satisfy you?
If that's a confession, it's surprisingly blunt.
I take it you're not confessing to murder, Dr. Penberthy?
The word murder hasn't been mentioned so far. People can be poisoned without being murdered, and frequently are.
Very good, Penberthy. Very true.
2 grains were found in the body. Did you give him as much as that?
No, I gave him a small quantity. My nurse has the book. Your people can examine it. And then, of course, there are the chemist's receipts, records of what supplies of poisonous drugs I hold. All that can be checked, and should be.
Do you hold a supply of digitalis?
A high proportion of my patients are old men. Heart conditions are common. I keep a preparation containing digitalis by me, ready made up in case of need.
And General Fentiman was a case of need?
He came to see me on the afternoon of November the 10th. He'd been to see his sister, and the interview had upset him. He was feeling dizzy and had difficulty with his breathing. I gave him a small quantity of digitalis to relieve his condition.
Would you explain the effect of digitalis to me, Doctor?
It strengthens the heart's action by retarding the beat so that the cavities can be completely emptied and the pressure is relieved.
You mean that to begin with, in small doses, it stimulates the heart by relieving the pressure? But if continued with, or in larger doses, say 2 grains...
It would slow it down so much that it would stop altogether.
So, death from an overdose would look very much like death from heart failure.
It would be heart failure, Inspector Parker. Excuse me.
Patient?
It shouldn't be. Surgery is over. Not that that makes much difference. They treat you like a GP, these people. Dr. Penberthy? Yes. No, I'm afraid I can't talk at the moment. I have some people with me. Yes, it is. The surgery is over, but I have some people with me and I can't talk. No. No, I'm afraid I can't do Friday. Do help yourself to a drink, Wimsey. The sherry's in the cupboard. Yes, I will. Thank you so much for ringing. I'm sorry, I should have offered you a drink earlier. The sun is down.
Unfortunately, Charles ain't allowed to drink on duty, but I should like some sherry very much. How kind of you to think of it in the middle of your telephone conversation.
One never knows how long these people are going to be.
Charles had an idea that there were some patent medicines that contained digitalis.
Not many, I think.
Oh, thank you. Is it prescribed for anything else apart from heart conditions?
Not often. Dropsy in certain circumstances. Aconite poisoning.
I can't say that I've ever come across a case of aconite poisoning.
No, I can't say I have either.
Epilepsy in its various forms, epileptic rages.
And digitalis is used in these cases, is it? Epilepsy?
Maybe, as I say, it's not really my subject.
Yes, but somebody suffering from a form of epilepsy might be expected to have digitalis in his possession.
Made up in some way, yes, but he mightn't know what it was.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
The tablets, Charles, our old friend the tablets, or the mixture. Chemists never put on the outside of the bottle what is actually inside. So, as you say, he just simply mightn't have known.
Trouble is, you see, he, pops off.
Pops off?
He's always at it. You make an appointment for him with a client to demonstrate a car. Well, it happened yesterday. Some damn Midlands millionaire, a war profiteer fellow, wanted to buy himself a bit of class. Said he was a diamond in the rough and we mustn't mind his ways. That's just the fellow for Fentiman, I thought. Poor old chap. Wouldn't notice rough ways if he was a bit loopy. Peter, he is loopy. And one doesn't like to speak ill of a fellow, but, well, there it is.
Look, you know he was shell-shocked.
I didn't know it'd lead to popping off. Off he goes yesterday in the Barker Silver Ghost. Angry phone calls all day from rough diamond fella in a hideous provincial accent. Fentiman comes back at 6. Where have you been, I say? Driving, he says. He'd popped off.
How often's he popped off?
Well, twice this week.
All right, I'll have a word with him.
Well, he's not popping off. He's talking to himself. Great long speeches with nobody there. It's worse than Shakespeare.
Look, he needed a job, Gerald. When he mentioned seeing your advert, I thought, bank ho, demonstrating cars sounds just his ticket. He wasn't talking to himself or popping off when I recommended him to you.
No, I'm not blaming you, Peter. He was right as rain at first. It's just lately he's been a bit odd. And it won't do, you know. I'll tell you what, though. I think something's bothering him.
Yes, Mrs. Mitchum, but as Lady Dormer's housekeeper, you must have a pretty fair knowledge of what goes on.
Goes on?
Well, I meant goes on generally. I didn't mean goings on, of course.
If you would state your requirements exactly.
I'm sorry, I seem to have got off on the wrong foot.
It is of no consequence.
Oh. Oh, good. Well, exactly. I'd like to know the details of General Fentiman's visit on the day he died. Now, do you remember what time he arrived?
It was at 4:15. He was shown into the drawing room. I came down to him and took him upstairs to her ladyship's bedroom.
And this is the drawing room, is it?
This is the morning room.
So it is. Did the General seem in good health when you saw him?
So far as I could say. Always remembering that he was a very old gentleman, and only that afternoon had been told that her ladyship was...
dying, yes.
Passing away.
He didn't seem bluish about the lips or having difficulty with his breathing, anything of that kind?
Nothing of that kind. Going up the stairs tired him, and I asked him whether he would like to take something by way of refreshment, but he declined.
Did you witness the meeting between himself and Lady Dorman?
I did not. Miss Dorland was in the bedroom with her ladyship and rose to greet him. Then I left the room, as was my place to do.
Ah, yes, Miss Dorland. Now, I shall need to speak to Miss Dorland, with her permission. She's the new mistress here, I understand. Did she, Miss Dorland, that is, remain, do you know, with the General and her ladyship?
No, she left them to themselves. With the nurse in attendance, of course.
Oh, yes. Yes, the nurse. Now, when...
Mason, will you please let Miss Dorland know that Inspector...
Parker.
Is in the morning room in connection with General Fentiman's death and would be grateful if she would allow him a little of her time.
Very good, Ma'am.
I couldn't have expressed it better myself.
You are not required to express it.
No. Miss Dorland, you say, left the General and her ladyship?
After about 5 minutes. She then came down to the housekeeper's room to see me, and we had a chat. As her ladyship's companion, Miss Dorland considered it suitable to be on friendly terms with the senior staff. She spoke of her aunt and the General. Poor old dears, she said. Well, no doubt she is a young lady of feeling, as few are nowadays.
Poor old dears. And you considered that to be...
Unsuitable.
Yes. And then she went away?
And presently, perhaps half an hour later, Mason came in, the girl you saw just now.
Yes?
To ask for some brandy for the General, as he was feeling badly. These spirits are kept in the housekeeper's room, you see. I have the key.
Did you see the General when you took the brandy upstairs?
I did not take it up, Mr. Parker.
No, of course not.
I sent Mason with it. Yes?
Miss Dorland presents her compliments to Inspector Parker and will be prepared to see him in the studio when he has finished cross-examining her staff.
Well, no doubt that will be a cordial encounter. However, I would like to ask Mason some questions, Mrs. Mitcham, with your permission.
By all means. Mason, remain.
That woman frightens the life out of me.
She's one of the old-fashioned sort.
Yes. Do people really call you Mason?
Well, they do in this house.
Do you have another name?
Nellie.
Well, I'll call you that, if I may.
You're welcome.
Now, sit down, Nellie, please. Now, on the day the General died...
Yes?
You took a glass of brandy upstairs, I believe.
That's right.
Will you tell me what happened?
Well, on the way up, I passed the studio door where Miss Dorland was. Well, that's where she does her painting and messing about with bottles. She spends most of her time there. It's her room, you see.
Messing about with, bottles?
Oh, chemistry. You know. Ladies have to have their hobbies, not having anything better to do. It makes a lot to clear up.
Yes, I'm sure it does. Go on, Nellie.
I told Miss Dorland the General was feeling poorly. He'd had this bit of a turn, you see. It was the nurse had rung for me. A bit of a turn, Mason, she says. Poor old dear, she says. You better get Dr. Pemberthy on the phone. I'll take the brandy up.
And?
Well, she did. I gave her the brandy. She took it up to him.
Straight up? Did she take it up immediately?
Yes. We'd had this turn.
I'm sorry, Nellie, I'm not making it very clear. What I meant was, did you see Miss Dorland actually take the brandy upstairs?
Well, I couldn't, could I? I was going downstairs to the telephone. Oh, I had ever such a job to get through. They don't answer, you see, on the exchange, not when they're having their tea.
Yes. Yeah, you, obviously you couldn't have seen her if you'd been going downstairs. Stupid of me.
Well, she did take it. He did have it. And then he went off to the doctor.
That's right. Of course he did.
You think she put something in it? From her chemistry?
I don't think anything of the sort. Now, Nellie, will you please show me to the studio? I'd like to talk to Miss Dorland.
Oh, yes, it's just upstairs. Oh, they will be interested in the servants' hall when I tell them that you think she put something in the brandy.
I'm sorry.
It's not enough.
What?
It's not enough.
She's made it out wrong. That girl has made it out wrong.
We do ask...
See for yourself. 7 pence. That is not right.
We do ask customers to check.
Poached egg on toast with a pot of tea. 5 pence, halfpenny. That's what it says on the menu, and that's what you should charge.
You had 1 egg?
I had poached egg on toast.
2 eggs. That would make it right.
I am not concerned with making it right. I had poached egg on toast, 3 pence, with a pot of tea, 2 pence, halfpenny.
We'd better ask the waitress.
I am a very busy woman. I can't stand here.
Perhaps you would allow me to buy you an egg. Hello, Sheila. 1 poached egg.
You will do nothing of the kind. The impertinence. I'm not accustomed to being bought eggs by strange men.
I don't think Lord Peter often does it.
Really?
If I wasn't such a very busy woman, I should complain to the... Did you say Lord?
Lord Peter Wimsey.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. My Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I feel quite faint.
You shouldn't have done it. She tries that every week.
You look tired. Seemed the easiest way of getting rid of her.
I am rather tired.
Shall we lunch?
You want to talk to me? What about?
George.
I've only got half an hour.
We can lunch here.
We're rather short-staffed.
I shall have an egg. 1 poached egg on toast.
What sort of chemicals?
Just a hobby.
Do you make chemical experiments?
For fun. I mess about with chemicals for fun. Schoolboys do it.
Did you make chemical experiments for fun while your aunt was dying?
Just to occupy my mind. She took rather a long time dying, like King Charles II, at least a week from the beginning to the end of her illness. It's difficult to keep up a pitch of grief.
What sort of experiments?
I don't remember.
You don't remember at all?
No.
Do you have the residue of these experiments?
They were cleared up. Mason clears them up.
How very convenient.
Yes. Would you like to see my chemicals, Inspector? They're very ordinary. First steps in chemistry. Rather simple compounds. Growing a crystal. Testing for acid with litmus paper. You won't find digitalis among them.
How did you know General Fentiman was poisoned with digitalis? That was not in the newspapers, Miss Dorland.
My solicitor told me.
What?
Mr. Pritchard, my solicitor, was present at the exhumation and received a copy of the analyst's report.
I see.
I'm sorry you're disappointed.
Tell me what happened when you took the brandy upstairs.
I met Nurse Armstrong at the door. She said he's better now. So I went in and I saw General Fentiman looking very odd and grey. The nurse said, I've given him his drops. A little brandy will put him right again.
What drops?
His own drops, I suppose. He was old. He carried medicine around with him. You can ask the nurse. I have her address.
Please go on.
Anyway, we gave him the brandy, and after a while he got less deathly looking. I told him that Mason was ringing for the doctor, but he said that he'd rather go round to Harley Street. I thought it rash, but Nurse Armstrong said it was better not to cross him. So the footman found him a taxi, and off he went.
Thank you. A very clear account. Are these your paintings?
Yes.
Do you mind if I have a look?
I don't think you're really interested in my painting, are you?
No, I think they're very good. Ah, now that's interesting. And medicine, too.
What?
You're interested in medicine as well as chemistry and painting. Quain's Dictionary of Medicine. You've left it open at a page. The action of certain poisons.
You're very persistent. Will you put the book back, please?
May I ask you what first gave you your interest in chemistry, Miss Dorland? In chemistry and medicine?
No, I'm sorry, you may not. Now, if you...
There is just one more question. Before Lady Dormer died, before General Fentiman came to visit her, Did you know what provision she had made for you in her will? Well?
No. Of course not. How could I? Oh, will you go away? You make me sick.
You'd better give up the job, I suppose. We can manage on my wages. We've done it before.
Look, it's not a question of money, Sheila. You'll get money. Bound to, I think, some. It's more a question of self-respect.
If he gets money, I don't think he's going to be too bothered about self-respect. George doesn't mind being idle. He thinks a gentleman should be. It's just my keeping him he doesn't like.
He's not as selfish as he seems, you know. He can be generous, loving, and brave.
I know that, Peter. I'm his wife.
Look, tell me about this muttering.
Well, I wouldn't worry so much. I mean, people do talk to themselves. It's just that whenever it's happened before, it's always ended in some kind of, I don't know, some kind of brainstorm. He wanders off. He can be gone for days. There was the time he was found dancing naked amid a flock of sheep, singing to them. Well, it sounds comic, doesn't it? Especially since George is tone deaf. You see, he can never remember afterwards exactly what he's done.
What about his pills?
Doesn't like taking them.
Get him to take them. Do you have the prescription, by the way?
Why do you ask?
Just wonder what was in them.
Oh, you don't expect us to know. The chemist makes them up. People don't know what are in their pills.
No, of course.
I thought you never fetched and carried.
Mason carried the tray to the door, and I have brought it in, as you see.
Thank you. Chops.
A chop and a grilled tomato, as you requested. Water?
Thank you. I have very little appetite, I'm afraid.
It's dispiriting for cook.
Yes, it must be. Well, please don't stand over me, Mrs. Mitchum. I'm quite capable of cutting up my own meat. If cook is dissatisfied with my appetite, she may leave. Anyone who is dissatisfied may leave.
Cook has already given notice. I thought it my duty to inform you myself.
Because of my poor appetite?
Because of what is being said.
Said?
In the servants' hall and elsewhere.
What is being said?
I think you know.
I can guess. Do you believe it?
It's not my place.
Or cook's either, so she's leaving. You've never approved of me, I think. Artistic notions not suitable in someone of my situation.
But your situation has changed.
Yes, in every way.
I think you should go out more.
What?
Show your face, Miss Dorland. You are the mistress here now. You should behave with courage. People may say what they will. We cannot prevent that, but we may give it the lie. I hope you enjoy your dinner.
Mrs. Mitchum, I asked you. Do you believe what's being said?
It is not important what I believe. What is important is that you should fill your place as the new mistress here.
Thank you. Thank you. You're very...
I didn't know it was monkey blood.
She's not here.
Are you sure?
I'm not as interested in glands as you are. I had a good look at the audience during the lecture.
Was she invited?
Bound to have been. She and Naomi Rochford were quite chummy at one time.
Thank you very much. Would you excuse me? Would you excuse me, Naomi?
Claret cup? But I'm a journalist. Where's the whiskey?
I could see it across the room. A great bowl filled with fruit. A hot sack.
Good claret cup's better than poor champagne.
I have never known good claret company. However, since we're both thirsty... Excuse me, Widow. Thank you. Oh, hello, Sally. What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same question. It's very kind of you, and thank you so much for coming. Will you excuse me?
I have just... Marjorie, this is Salcombe Hardy, a journalist. Miss Marjorie Phelps.
Are you writing about the lecture?
Up to a point.
Up to what point, Sally?
What is your interest in glam?
Oh, I'm just a guest. Miss Phelps brought me here. She's a friend of the Rushworths.
I don't understand.
Murder.
Explain, Sally.
It's quite simple. An old man dies. Dr. Pemberthree certifies natural causes. It isn't natural causes, it's murder. Therefore, my newspaper is interested in the doctor, no matter what he says or does.
That's ridiculous.
Of course it is. Any doctor would have said natural causes.
Any doctor didn't. This one did.
You're back in the wrong horse, Sally.
You think the niece did it?
I didn't say so.
No, I dare say you're right. My paper's interested in the niece, too. We tip all the horses. That way you can't lose.
Oh, you can, you know, you can. It was you in the cemetery, I take it, on the night of the exhumation.
Salcombe Hardy, recording age.
I thought I heard a sneeze.
Well, I was cold. But the way we see it, if you touch murder, you become interesting. How you look at tonight. Murder doctor talks of monkey glands. No, it's not a wasted evening. Oh, nasty. I'd better have another. Back in a second.
Wimsey, I saw you across the room. I wonder if I might have a quiet word with you.
Yes, of course. Would you excuse me, Marjorie?
Certainly. I'll take care of your friend.
I'm sorry about that. Back in a jiffy.
Shall we go in here?
You haven't got a drink.
I should think not. It's a claret cup. I'm surprised to see you here.
Well, I actually came hoping that... Oh, no, dash it. That sounds rude.
No, do go on.
Well, I actually came hoping to meet Anne Dorland of Fentiman fame. But she doesn't appear to be here.
Miss Dorland? No, I don't think she's here.
You know her?
Slightly. She's a friend of Naomi's.
Naomi Rushworth?
My fiancée. Didn't you know? It was announced in the Times and the Morning Post.
Really? Oh, well, congratulations. No, I'm afraid I'm usually more interested in the deaths than the births and marriages. I enjoyed your lecture.
Oh, did you? Thank you. Straw in the wind, I think one might say. If that's the right expression, a kite. Flying a kite. One wanted to see how the whole scheme would be regarded by... I think we have a sample of
with the power of pop punk and emo in our veins, we'll break the chains that hold us down, break free from these chains. Our voices rise a symphony of fight in this explosion of sound we reclaim our night. Fight to bright and as I fly, turn me by down just no cloud, feeling all alone. But the music speaks a language we all know. And I will find a place.
Divine. It really was divine. What a clever little thing Naomi is to have caught such a clever man.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, am I interrupting something? Divine.
Raise the money?
For research.
Oh, you mean you find a lot of people with disordered glands and then watch them to see if they start breaking into houses? Or the other way round, I suppose you start off with people who've already broken into houses and then...
Please don't be flippant, Wimsey. At any other time I'd find it amusing, but at the moment...
I'm sorry.
I am about to be married. I am about to launch an appeal for funds to start a clinic for research into the effect of glandular malfunction on social maladjustment. It is important. It is worthwhile. I should give up my practice and become...
a public figure?
It's not an unworthy ambition.
No.
But if I am pilloried in the newspapers, it will never happen.
So that is why you wanted to talk to me?
You seem to be friendly with reporters.
Good heavens, you've been expecting the old boy to pop off of a heart attack for ages. Nobody could possibly blame you.
He was poisoned. I couldn't know it, you couldn't know it, nobody could know it, but it happened, and now everybody knows it. And I signed the death certificate. I don't know anything about newspaper practice, Wimsey, but suddenly I've become interesting, and it's not my fault. Naomi and I had planned to have a quiet wedding. Imagine it. Reporters, photographers, but most important of all is the clinic. And if it is once suggested in the newspapers that I have been incompetent or ignorant, well, damn it, Wimsey, it isn't fair.
What do you want me to do?
Tell them.
But they already know. Unfortunately, the press ain't interested in what's fair. That don't sell copies.
Yes, but they would believe you.
It's nothing to do with belief. I mean, look at him. That's the press. Now, what do you think he's got to do with the truth or what's worthwhile? Or anything else except getting a story and keeping on just the right side of the libel laws? Newspapers are only something in which to wrap fish and chips. You can't honestly believe that they'd affect the outlook of, well, intelligent, forward-looking people.
Oh, damn.
Poor man.
Quarrel.
I've been teaching him the facts of life. I thought as a doctor he ought to know.
What a nasty girl his fiancée is. I can't bear those pudding-faced people.
Why nasty?
Hinting. I've just left her.
Hinting at what?
Oh, it's too beastly. Apparently, Anne Dorland was asked for tonight, but she hasn't come. The sum of the hints was that she hasn't come because she poisoned the old general to get her aunt's money, and everybody knows it.
Your logic escapes me.
Well, since everybody knows it, and she knows everybody knows it, she's embarrassed to appear in public.
Does everybody know it?
Naomi Rushworth seems to know it. And you know it, don't you?
I don't know it. I think it may be likely.
That's the same as knowing it. It's disgusting. I think we might as well go. I feel rather as if I've been used, Peter.
By me?
Yes. What do you know of Anne Dorland? Will you take me to meet her? I don't care if she poisoned 50 old generals.
So you know it too?
What?
That Anne Dorland...
I don't know anything of the sort. Only if she didn't, who did?
Precisely who did. Because I don't know it, Margie. I think perhaps she may have done it, but if she did, where did she get hold of the digitalis? The poison? And if you don't want to believe her guilty, just keep asking yourself that. Where is she?
She's gone off with a friend, a cottage in Steeple Aston.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a local man keeping an eye on her down there.
First steps in chemistry.
Yes, she used to keep her chemicals and things in here. But we've taken most of them away for analysis.
How thorough the police are. I can't imagine you'll find anything remotely incriminating. No, it's our books and pictures that I want to look at. Books, Charles, are like lobster shells. We carry them around with us, then we grow out of them, and leave them behind as evidence of our earlier stages of development. Quain's Dictionary of Medicine.
Open it up.
Actions of certain poisons.
Yes. It's rather suggestive, isn't it?
It may have told her how to use digitalis, Charles. It don't tell her how to get hold of it. I think a general view of this end of the studio, please, Bunter.
Yes, my lord.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't what?
Foxgloves.
What about foxgloves?
Digitalis purpurea, the purple foxglove. The drug digitalis can be extracted from the dried leaves of foxgloves using fairly elementary chemical equipment.
You've been reading up on it, Charles.
Well...
Your reading don't suggest where she would get hold of digitalis or foxglove leaves in the middle of November.
I said dried leaves, Peter.
And why should Anne Dorlan go around drying foxgloves leaves a good 2 months before she had any reason to know she might need to use them? No, Charles, whoever poisoned the old man got the idea and did it all on the one day. Have you looked at the gramophone records, Matter?
The Savoy Orpheans, my lord. I wish I could shimmy like my sister Kate.
Force yourself, Bunter.
Your lordship has noticed that the machine itself is new.
Yes, indeed. And detective stories are the most recent acquisition to our bookshelves. This one, for instance, is all about a bloke who murders a Johnny and then keeps him in cold storage until he's ready to dispose of him. It would suit Robert Fentiman. Let's have a look at our paintings. Oh, Lord.
Yes, well, it gives me a pain, too. But I thought that was my lack of artistic education.
It was your natural good taste, Charles. Let's have a look at some others. You know, these are the paintings of a completely untalented person who is, moreover, trying to copy the mannerisms of a very advanced school. And you'll notice she's left everything higgledy-piggledy. Look, paint all over the place. Brushes ruining themselves in turps. Hello, what's this?
It's a portrait, I presume.
Yes, but of whom do you suppose? What do you make of it, Charles?
Well, it's a man.
10 out of 10.
Come to think of it, it's the only portrait of a man in the studio.
Really?
All the others are women.
How very interesting. It's very bad, and it's been worked on a lot. So we may assume that it is meant to be somebody. Do you know the limerick about the old man of Khartoum?
No? What did he do?
He kept 2 black sheep in a room. They remind me, he said, of 2 friends who are dead. But I cannot remember of whom.
Well, if that reminds you of anyone you know, I don't care for your friends very much.
No, he ain't beautiful, but I think the sinister squint is chiefly due to bad drawing. Cover up one eye, Charles. No, not yours. Look, the portraits.
Oh.
No?
Does your lordship wish me to...
Yes, I think we should have a record of this one, Bunter. I may want to brood about it during the night. Don't this room tell you anything, Charles? Anything about its owner?
Well, it suggests to me that Anne Dorland has been taking more interest in crimes and chemistry than is altogether healthy in the circumstances. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, I came here hoping that it would tell me the same thing that it told you, but it hasn't. It's told me what I knew all along. I haven't got that one.
Peter, I hope you're not going to tell me she didn't do it.
You'll be late for work, George. I suppose it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It'll be all right. I feel better today.
Hello. There are 2 men coming up the path. Look at their boots. Do you think they're policemen? George?
Well, why don't you arrest her, if you're so sure she killed him?
We can't arrest her, Peter. All we can do is watch her. You see, we haven't got a case. Yet. I say, I hope that nurse isn't going to keep us waiting.
Mrs. Fentiman,
Yes?
I have to tell you that we're policemen, Mrs. Fentiman. Wondering if we could have a word with your husband?
I'm sorry. You're too late. He's gone to work.
Never, Nurse Armstrong?
Miss Dorland was never alone with the old gentleman at any time during that day. She left shortly after he came in to see his sister out of natural feeling, wishing to leave the old people together. And when she returned with the brandy, I was, of course, present, the old gentleman being poorly and needing my help.
With the brandy?
I beg your pardon?
Miss Anne Dorland brought the brandy.
You're never suggesting she put something in it.
I just want you to confirm that
Lord, how ignorant people can be. No wonder the poor girls had to go away if that's what people are saying.
You liked her?
A well-spoken, intelligent girl, with more feelings than she cared to show. Not strictly speaking pretty, but a face of character. You could go further and fare worse.
Ignorant, I believe you said.
Yes, Constable, I did. If you think Miss Dorland put digitalis into the General's brandy, you can dismiss it from your mind entirely.
And how can you be so sure?
If he'd had as big a dose as that in solution at 4:30 in the afternoon, he'd have been taken ill ever so much earlier than he was. A pill, you see, takes longer. In solution, the action is very quick.
I see.
Are these her paintings? She said she did painting. They're very modern, aren't they?
Bottle cap. Pill bottle by the look of it.
Yeah. Where's the rest of it?
I don't know.
Better go through the dustbin.
Well, it could be in there, but we don't know when it was dropped. It might be just lying about.
Hawkins. Dustbin.
They can't do that to our bin, not without a warrant. They can't go searching people's dustbins without a search warrant. I know my rights.
Who's to stop them?
You are, Joe Mans, you are. You're a free citizen and you've not done nothing. You're going to go out there and assert your rights.
Me?
Where's your search warrant? That's what you've got to say to them. Show me your search warrant, you say. You know, wait a minute, come back here. Let them have the goodness of it first. They'll clear it all up after.
Tell them I ain't at home, Bunter.
Mrs. George Fentiman, my lord. She appears to be in great distress.
But they ain't on the telephone.
If your lordship wasn't in, I was to beg you to communicate with her as soon as you arrived.
Well, she must be in a box.
She began by asking if Mr. George Fentiman was here, my lord.
Oh, Hades. Hello, Sheila? No, he ain't here. But he hasn't been home all day. Well, I knew they were making inquiries, but they're bound to do that, you know. It's only routine. I'm sorry, did you say dustbin? I'm sorry, old thing, but I'm not very bright at 1 in the morning. Did he? Well, I shouldn't worry too much, Sheila. He's probably just popped off for a bit. Look, you go on home and get warm, and I'll come round straight away. A taxi, Bunter. No, wait a moment. Get Major Robert Fentiman on the telephone. Ask him to meet me at his brother's lodgings as soon as he can. Thank you.
Just don't make a noise. They complain, you know.
Well, let them. If we whisper, they'll think you're no better than you should be. Entertaining strange men at this time of the night. Now then, my child, what is all this? Good heavens. You are as cold as a peshmelba. Look, the fire's half out. Where's the whiskey?
Oh, I'm all right, really.
Well, you're not all right, and neither am I. You haven't had any grub. Well, no wonder you're feeling awful. Where's the kitchen? Along the hall?
Oh,
Peter, please, I don't need anything.
Ooh, revolting. Your landlady cooks for you, I take it, since you're both out all day. Matches? Well, we can start by warming this up. Let's have a look. That's the tap. I say you are in a stew. No, oh, I'm sorry. No pun intended. There we are. Now then, a little something to give it body. Let's have a look. What can we find? Yes, well, not marmalade. Corned beef, I think, if we have any. Hello, what's this? Well, extract of yeast, possibly. Oh, this might do the trick.
What's going on in here?
Would you say that again?
I said, what's going on in here?
It's Mr. Mums, the landlord. It's only Lord Peter Wimsey, Mrs. Mums. He's a family friend.
Family friend? At 2 in the morning? Oh, family friend, you sneaking up here in a taxi while you're behind the door waiting to let him in, hoping that we won't hear. This is a respectable house, and I won't have goings-on. And if you... What do you think you're doing with that stew?
Warming it up and attempting to make it edible. In the second object, I may fail. Have you got any whiskey in the house by any chance?
Whiskey? Did you hear that, Joe?
Yes, I did hear that. Whiskey, the gentleman said. I had it very clear.
Yeah, now pop a little bit of this in it, Sheila, my dear. There's a good girl. And give it a stir. We wouldn't want it to burn on top of everything else. You see, if we had some whiskey, we might be able to chat this over in a rather more friendly way, don't you know? I'm sure that would reassure your wife.
I'm not sitting down for no chats. You explain yourself and then I turn your fancy woman here out. That's my intention.
The problem being, sir, there's no actual drink kept in the house. Not in the way of spirit.
You call yourself a man?
Right, then I will tell you what to do.
Assert yourself.
Oh, shut up, you old bag.
Now, I would like you... Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. There. There is a public telephone nearby, I take it?
Yes, there is.
Just round the corner.
Right, well, now you hop along and telephone that number. My man will answer. He may be a little cross at being called out of bed at this time of night, but don't let that bother you, and tell him to come along straight away with a bottle of whiskey. That way we can be certain of getting a good malt. And tell him to come in the Lagonda, then I can be sure of getting back. I don't suppose taxis are all that frequent in Finsbury Park at this hour of the morning, what?
Yes, my lord. Right, my lord.
Yes, and hold on a tick. You will require some money for the telephone.
Oh, thank you, my lord.
Now, let's see how that stew's coming along. Oh. Well, that's very good, Mrs. Mums. Very good indeed. Absolutely top hole.
And the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Lord Peter Wimsey's residence? I beg your pardon. Did you say whiskey?
Bottoms up, your lordship.
Oh, Chin. You better have a whiskey too, Bunter. Just as well you brought 2 bottles. Now, Mrs. Mums, what did the police find in the dustbin?
Would like to see them finding things in my dustbin.
Oh, you won't find anything in the wife's dustbin. I mean, you can look, but you won't find.
Where's your search warrant, I said.
No, I said that.
If you've come here about a search warrant, you can go straight back from where you came, I said, because that is the law. They couldn't deny it.
Quite right.
They either comes to me in a fitting and a legal manner with a search warrant, or they can go and whistle for their bottle.
What bottle?
The bottle they was looking for in my dustbin. Your hubby, my dear, smashed it up with a poker before he scarpered.
What sort of a bottle was it, Mrs. Mums?
Oh, one of them little tablet bottles, you know. Same as what you have standing on your washstand, Mrs. Fentiman.
And they took it away with them, I suppose, did they?
Did they? Weren't never there, you see, never in the dustbin. I swept it up.
And where is it now? Oh, rather, the bits of the bottle.
In an envelope.
And where is the envelope?
Oh, well, that's for me to know and for you to find out.
Oh, no, that's not for me. No, it's for the police to find out.
Well, quite right. Quite right, my lord. Because if they was to return with a search warrant, where should I be if I hadn't kept that bottle safe?
Where indeed? You'd have to produce it.
Of course. The idea had come to me, my lord, that...
That I might want it?
Well, being a free-spending sort of gentleman.
Well, I should only have to hand it over to the police myself, you know. I don't think you ought to get any wrong ideas, Mrs. Mums. Captain Fentiman smashed up that bottle, but purely on impulse, and that's all there is to it. He's liable to do odd things, you know. I was with him during the war. He was very badly shell-shocked.
Ah, poor gentleman. I've got a feeling, Aunt, my dear, I know the pain.
So if he breaks things up occasionally, or loses his memory, or goes running off, well, naturally, Mrs. Fentiman is anxious.
Oh, don't you worry, my lord. We know. There was a fella just round the corner. I know him well. We was as close as spitting. Smashed up his whole family with a beetle.
With a what?
A beetle. He was a pavior by profession. That's how he come to have a beetle in the house.
Oh, I see.
Pounded him to a jelly. His wife, his 5 little angels, and then went off and drowned himself in the Regent's Canal. What's more, when they fished him out, he didn't remember a word about it, not one word.
Shut up, you fool.
Look, hang on, old thing.
Haven't you got no feelings, mans? Where's your feeling, Arch?
Look, you are fagged out. Have you got a hot water bottle or anything of the sort? I really think Mrs. Fentiman ought to lie down and try and sleep.
Good idea, my lord. You can borrow mine, my dear.
Mrs. Mums, I
borrow mine.
Mr. Munns and I will retire to the kitchen, my lord. May I suggest...
Why not? And take the whiskey with you, Bunter.
Oh, that's very good of you, my lord. Come along.
Oh.
Very kind, I'm sure.
Look, Sheila.
You must get hold of that bottle. Make her give it to you. Make her. You can do anything.
Sheila, what was that bottle?
It's mine. My heart medicine. I missed it. It's something to do with digitalis.
That'll be Robert. I asked him to come.
Get it. Please. You must get hold of that bottle.
No offense, you know.
None taken.
Well, if that's the case, we'll have to buy the woman off, get the stuff from her, otherwise we'll have her on our backs for the rest of our lives. How much would you think, 1,000?
I hope I don't follow you.
Blackmail. Don't want that, shan't have it. If she don't hand over the envelope, she don't get the money.
Now, I'm sorry, old man, but the police have got to know about this.
God, you...
Look, I am not going to hush anything up. I ain't here for that.
Then what are you here for?
Sheila telephoned. I came to help.
Then help, damn it. You came to help, so help. You're supposed to be George's friend. This woman's got some damned evidence against him hidden in an envelope. We buy it, that's the end of it. I haven't asked you to pay.
No, you haven't.
Well, then, just keep your mouth shut, that's all.
Fentiman, you have got to see that it will not help to suppress anything. The police have got to...
Police? Don't talk to me about the police, you damn police spy. Would you sell your best friend for the sake of making a sensational appearance in the witness box?
Chuck that, Fentiman.
I will not chuck it.
I have tried to keep out of
You
this.
tried? You're such a blasted hypocrite. Just get out of it now and stay out.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I'm already in. Because I know the truth. Well, not the whole truth, but the fact that George had digitalis and the opportunity to administer it, and that must not be hushed up. Look, I'm sorry. I know how you feel. But it will not help George.
Don't stand there being righteous and forbearing, you sickening prig. You've got to hold your tongue. Just answer yes or no.
No.
Why, you dirty little...
Now, look here, Fentiman. You're afraid that your brother murdered your grandfather.
Yeah,
Look, I don't care what you say. That is how you're behaving. Now, I don't know whether he did or whether he didn't, but the worst thing you could do for him is to try and suppress evidence and make his wife a party to it. So just you think about that.
No, just you listen to me, Wimsey.
Look, don't bother to apologize, old lad. There's a good fella. I'll let myself out. Night-night.
I wasn't going to apologize.
I thought your lordship might wish to see it before retiring.
Ah, well, at this hour of the morning, Bunter, his lordship ain't capable of... Oh, I see. Yes. Do you know who it is?
I think so, my lord.
How very smart of you, Bunter. How very observant.
Thank you, my lord.
Yes, I do see. I see a great deal that wasn't clear before. I see how it was done, Bunter.
cold. So cold.
I'm not surprised. Better have a sausage.
Morning, Charles.
Morning, Peter.
Any news?
Well, you can't get far. It's too cold for sleeping out.
You are eating my breakfast.
Well, I was hungry. See, I usually have a little something about this time in the morning. Yes, if I'm at the yard, I usually eat about 11. Used to get up early.
Anyway, you needn't bother about George.
I told you I'm not bothered. We'll find him.
George did not kill the old man. At least I don't think he did.
Means, motive, opportunity, and doing away with important evidence. Don't worry. We'll get him.
Bunter, Inspector Parker has finished all the toast. He has also eaten my bacon and egg. Might I please have some more toast and some more bacon and eggs?
Pleasure, my lord.
Oh, and some more coffee, please, Bunter. Why don't you think George Fentiman did it?
Well, you remember that portrait we found in Anne Dorland's studio? It reminded me of somebody.
Yes? You've remembered whom?
Dr. Pemberthy.
Reminded you of, or was of?
Was of.
I see. Suggests a connection.
There is a connection.
Yes, I suppose there is.
Up to now, Anne Dorland has always had the most obvious motive, but no means, and so the nurse tells us, no opportunity.
Whereas Dr. Pemberthy had both.
Who better? Look, he ain't a rich man. He's a retired army surgeon. Shares a house in Harley Street with two other hard-up brass platers. Suddenly he gets an idea that if only he can start one of those clinics for rejuvenating people, he could be a millionaire. Then along comes a girl. Rich old woman's heiress. He goes after her. He is to accommodate her by removing the obstacle to the fortune, and she will obligingly respond by putting money into his clinic.
Good Lord.
Bunter spotted the likeness of the portraits before I did. And once we had that connection...
Well done, Bunter. Thank you, Inspector.
Only the trouble is, old lad, there is something wrong with it. Just a little something.
But it all fits.
It don't fit with the girl, Charles.
But you've never met the girl.
No, but her studio tells me something. And Bunter has made some inquiries amongst the servants.
Huh?
They like her, sir, in spite of herself.
Well, likeable people have committed murder before now.
Yes, but they like her in spite of herself. Do you see?
No, I don't see.
Explain, Bunter.
She's not likable, sir, but they like her.
I may go mad, but Peter, it all fits. And much of it can be checked. And I'm sure that when we check it, it will still fit.
Yes, I'm sure it will.
See, George Fentiman's irrelevant now. All that smashing up the bottle and running off, I mean, doesn't matter. It's still our duty to find him, of course, but it's not important.
No, George is safe.
It's just a routine job now.
I want to meet the girl, Charles.
Well, who's stopping you?
Well, you said she was away with a friend. You know, cottage in Steeple Aston.
Oh, well, she's back. Still with the same friend, living on a houseboat in Chelsea.
Not Marjorie Phelps.
That's right.
Well, you might have told me she was staying with a friend of mine. I know the houseboat well.
I'm afraid Marjorie's not in.
No, I know. I waited for her to go out. You're Anne Dorland. I'm Peter Wimsey. I know a lot about you, but I don't know you. And I would rather like to.
Why? I'm a murderess, not at all respectable.
I wasn't sure about that.
Everyone seems to think so, so it must be true.
Everyone?
The people I know. The servants think so at home. Something the police suggested about poison in the brandy. And the newspapers are hinting, aren't they? My solicitor told me I should go away. I shouldn't talk to the reporters. So Marjorie and I went away, to the country. But the police put a man on to follow us, and that's rather noticeable in a small village, so we came back here.
It's rather noticeable here, too. To the trained eye.
Most eyes aren't trained in London.
Thank you.
She's very good, isn't she? I was a terrible painter.
You didn't put digitalis in the brandy, of course.
No. You know that?
We spoke to Nurse Armstrong. It was clearly impossible.
Then why am I still being followed?
When I first asked Marjorie about you, she said she thought that you were getting over a rather unhappy love affair.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to talk about that.
It's true you're not a very good painter. You won't mind my saying so, since you said so yourself. It's a very bad likeness. It took me a long time to spot who it was. Look here, I'm going to give you a bit of a shock, but it'll have to come sooner or later. Had it ever occurred to you that it might be he who murdered General Fentiman?
How could he?
Oh, very easily. Much more easily than anyone else. The police think they can prove it. You really didn't know? It wasn't that making you unhappy?
I didn't know.
The police think you did. That's why they're still following you.
Partners in crime?
Something like that. Look, sit down, Anne. Napoleon or someone said you could always turn tragedy into comedy by sitting down.
It's true, I was in love with him. I still am, I suppose, except that it doesn't hurt so much now, so maybe I'm not. Do you know he's going to marry Naomi Rushworth?
Yes, I do. Why did you refuse to agree to a settlement over the will?
He told me not to. He said there was something odd about the body. Monkey business, he said. He was sure that the General had been dead much longer than they said, and somebody had been mucking around with the body to cheat me out of the money.
Yes, Robert.
It's despicable. I wouldn't have taken it all. What use have I for £500,000?
To start a clinic?
Yes, one forgets. We're going to start a clinic.
And that's when you took up books on medicine and chemistry.
Yes.
You knew that you would inherit.
I didn't know how much. She was very rich. I'd have given Robert and George something.
Well, you would. Pemberthy might have been less generous. It takes a lot of money to start a clinic. You didn't know that she was going to leave so much to her brother.
He was 12 years older. He was 90. I didn't think she'd leave him anything.
And later, when you decided to settle after all?
We quarreled, you see.
Quarreled?
He said I was trying to buy him. It was degrading being bought. He said I had a mania about sex. I couldn't think of anything else, and that now I was an heiress. We were going to be married.
He'd asked you?
I thought he had. He said he hadn't. I thought it was understood.
Do you feel that he was right about you?
I don't know. I'm rather innocent in a lot of ways. You know how it is when you're in with an artistic crowd. They're freer than other people. At least they talk about it more. I suppose I did envy them being able to be free and not get hurt. And with Walter, you see, well, he said that he had to be very discreet. I ached for him sometimes.
Well, that's being in love. That's quite different.
He made it sound so sordid. I suppose he'd call it Freudian. I didn't understand it. And he'd been difficult to reach. I'd kept telephoning, and then suddenly out of a clear blue sky, such rotten things. I wanted to help him. I wasn't trying to buy him. Anyway, after that, I didn't care about the money anymore, and I told my solicitors to come to a settlement.
He wouldn't, you know, have been so brutal to you if he hadn't been in fear of his life. I told him there was going to be an autopsy. He knew that the poison would be discovered. And if it was known that he was engaged to you, he was bound to be suspected. So he broke off the connection and got engaged to somebody else.
Why do it in that brutal way?
Because, my dear, he knew that that particular accusation was the very last thing that a girl of your sort would want to tell people about.
There's no proof he said those things. There's no proof I wasn't involved. Nothing. Nothing to show that I wasn't party to a murder.
And what do you think you're doing of?
I'm glad you've come. He deserves to be punished.
He?
I mustn't say the name.
No, I see that. I killed my grandfather by giving him my pills. I did not remember it until I saw the name on the bottle. But...
Yes.
But what, sir?
But they've been looking for me, you see. So I know he must have done it.
Ah, Charles, we've been expecting you. Miss Anne Dorland, Inspector Parker.
You've come to arrest me?
Just to ask you to come down to Scotland Yard with me.
Right, well, she has a lot to tell you, Charles, so you better have some tea first.
Well, yes, all right, thanks.
We could recommend the honey. It's high blood.
Shall we find any other friends at the yard?
Just possibly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
I'll go. Yes?
I'm sorry, sir.
All right. Excuse me.
What am I to do?
Tell the truth.
Sounds so silly.
They will have heard sillier.
I won't... I don't want to be the one to...
To get him hanged?
I can't.
Look, it may turn out to be him or you.
If it comes to that, he can take what's coming to him.
Good girl. I thought you were going to be noble, self-sacrificing, and tiresome. Developments?
Yes. It's a bit awkward. They've got George Fentiman in a country police station. He's busy confessing to the murder.
I told them all about it. They wrote it down.
George.
Don't wake him, he's asleep.
Who's asleep, dearest?
I mustn't say the name. He'd hear me even in his sleep, even if you whispered it. He's very tired, you see, and he nodded off. And so I came in here and told them all about it. I'm getting sleepy myself. I've been watching him for such a long time. It's time to go to bed.
Is there anywhere my husband can lie down?
Sergeant?
Yes, sir. I shouldn't take him from the house just for the moment. I think he'll be more settled after a sleep.
Mrs. Fentiman, if you'd like to go home, it's all
No, I
right.
shall stay with him. George?
If you'll go with the officer, madam.
He's very cunning, but if you creep up on him quickly now that he's asleep, you'll be able to bind him in chains and cast him into the pit. And then I shall be able to sleep.
We'll have a shot at it, sir.
Sergeant.
Nervous shock with well-marked delusions. He's been this way before, as I think you probably know.
The question is...
Yes?
Was he under a delusion that he killed his grandfather? Or did he actually do it, believing himself to be possessed?
How can one possibly say?
You can't give an opinion.
Well, he certainly thinks he killed his grandfather. It's very hard to say what a man might or might not do when he's under the influence of delusions. He'd be technically insane, you understand. There'd be no question of hanging.
Well, it seems to me, if you'll excuse me pushing my opinions forward and all that, that there was only one occasion when he could have administered digitalis to his grandfather. And that was in a taxi driving around Regent's Park. Now, how many of his own and or his wife's pills would he have had to persuade the old man to swallow in order to account for the amount of digitalis found in the stomach?
Well, yes. It's impossible, of course.
I thought you and I might drive back together, Pemberton. I'd rather like to have a word with you. We might drop in at the club.
What do you want me to do?
You've been a soldier. I think you're a decent fellow. If you're arrested, as things are, nothing can prevent Anne Dorland from being arrested too. She might even be found guilty. You haven't treated her any too well as it is. You don't want the girl to hang, Pemberton, do you?
Write a confession, is that it?
Tell him the truth. A clean account. Make it clear that Miss Dorland had nothing to do with it.
And then?
Then, do as you like. In your place, well, I know what I would do.
It's funny, isn't it? If Robert Fentiman hadn't been a rogue, if he'd been an honest man, I'd have got my $500,000. Anne Dorland would have had a perfectly good husband, and the world would have gained a fine clinic.
But Robert Fentiman was a rogue. So here we are.
I didn't mean to be such a sweep to the Dorland girl. It was all so hideously easy, that was the devil of it. The old man came to see me and put himself right into my hands. In one breath, he said that I hadn't got a dog's chance of getting the money, and in the next, he asked me for a prescription. All I had to do was put the stuff in 2 capsules and tell him to take them at 7 o'clock. He put them in his spectacle case so he wouldn't forget them.
It's probably Colonel Marchbanks. I asked him to come. Yeah.
Wimsey, Pemberton, got your note. I'm sure you don't mind, Pemberton. Wimsey tells me you have some writing to do. I happen to have brought this with me from my private locker. I'm placing it in this drawer, preparatory to taking it down to the country tomorrow.
And if I fight it, make you prove your case?
Then you drag Miss Dorland down with you.
I'll wait for you outside. I'll be in the bar.
Yeah, all right, Colonel. I'll come with you.
Wait. Do you know what you're really saying? That because an old man was killed, an old man over 90, worn out, he could have died at any moment, that because of that you were generously giving me the opportunity of blowing my brains out in a gentlemanly fashion, or having my neck broken by the public hangman. And I could do good work. I'm a doctor.
Yes, I know what we're really saying.
Unpleasant business. Not gentlemanly, really. Oh, hello, Tin Tommy. I don't often see you around the place. Whiskey, Peter?
Please.
I've been south for a month or two. My wife's people have a place in Rapello. I'm fed up with this climate and this country.
2 whiskies, please, Fred. What about you, Tin Tommy?
Oh, not allowed, boy. Absolutely forbidden. Anything stronger than milk eats away at the fixtures and fittings. I can't say I like the taste of Malvern water, but at least it gives one a glass to hold. Oh, Life's hardly worth living, really, if you think about it. Christmas coming makes it even worse. Deadly season Christmas, can't think why they invented it. It's all right if you've got kids, the little beggars enjoy it. Hello, what was that? Motorbike backfiring? Sounded a bit close.
Came from the library, I think.
Somebody'd better find out what happened.
Peter? You'll find a piece of paper on the desk in the library.
I say, here's another unpleasantness. Penberthy shot himself in the library. People really ought to show more consideration to the members. Where's the secretary?